This is going to be a breakfast sandwich, and I'm going to start out with 12 eggs. You know, I ended up doing 15 just because I decided to also do some omelets for the freezer, so because some of us like keto. So okay, so you just take a sheet pan and line it with parchment paper, and you want the sheet pan to have a little bit of a lip so that the eggs don't run off when you're cooking them. A trick to make your parchment paper lay down is to crumble it up and then open it back up, and it will lay in your pan. Now, for the omelets, let's do those first. Pretty much just made up some things that I like, and you're going to put your vegetables down first. So we're going to put some tomatoes and some spinach. And some mushroom. Okay. When you pour your mixture in here, don't make it too thick or too, just pour enough that it covers it, but you don't want it real thick. With the omelet, you can be thicker than with the breakfast sandwich. Let me get this one. And I'm making a mess because I'm a messy cook. All right. That's a lot. Okay, I have my oven going, and I'm going to pop this in the oven and let it start to bake. And I'll show you when it's done. Okay, and this one is for the actual breakfast sandwiches, and my granddaughter does not prefer sausage. She prefers bacon. So I have bacon, but I'm actually going to put it on the sandwich and not in the eggs. So I'm going to go ahead and pour these eggs over. Okay, I'm going to pop this in the oven because I'm not going to put anything in it other than seasoning, because the sandwiches I'll assemble with cheese and bacon is ready. And this is how you want it. You don't want it super dry, but you don't want it runny either. So you can see that I can lift it out. Just take a coffee break while your eggs cool. And so these are omelets, and I'm just going to cut them in squares, and then we're going to freeze them like that, and they're going to be super simple to take out of the freezer and pop them in the microwave, and they'll get all hot and the cheese will melt again, or you can pop them in the air fryer. Either way. Omelet. Look at that omelet. Ooh. I can eat it right now. It's got tomato. Okay. Just wrap them up. The reason why you want to wrap them in parchment paper is that when you take them out, you can leave them in the parchment paper and just pop them in the microwave, and they will heat up perfectly in the parchment paper. You know what? So you can use your pizza cutter. It works perfectly. But I had an idea. Use some cookie cutters and make these into shapes. Now, I don't know why I thought of that. It'd probably be better just to cut it, but I want to make one in a shape just to see how I've never done it. We're going to see how it works. See if it's cute. And my granddaughter probably won't even notice, but I'll know. Oh, look, y'all. We could put that on their little sandwich. Isn't that the cutest? Okay, but it leaves waste, so we don't want to do that. I'm going to go ahead and just cut these in squares so I can use all the eggs. Because eggs are expensive unless you got chickens, and then they're expensive to feed, right? Okay, I'm ready to put these together. So I've got the meat that I had pre-cooked. Made this yesterday, actually. I have some biscuits that have already been cooked and the eggs. And then I have cheese that I'm going to put on here. You want your meat on one side, your egg on the other side, and your cheese in the middle. The reason why I do it like that is because if you decide to do this in the air fryer, you want to take your top and you want to air fry it like this on something. So you're going to want to toast these in the air fryer and then heat these up and then assemble it back. And if you put the cheese in the middle, it's super simple to get your biscuits apart, even frozen. But I will tell you, they come out perfectly in the microwave. So we usually do ours in the microwave. It's already wrapped in this parchment paper, and we take it out, take the saran wrap off, and then just pop it in the microwave for about 2 minutes, or a minute and a half to 2 minutes. You can, you'll be able to tell, depending on your microwave, how quickly it keeps them up. But then the parchment paper keeps it all hot, and the steam will cook it or reheat it straight from the freezer. You don't have to thaw it or anything. All right, here we go. I'm gonna do the rest of these. Okay, I'm just gonna wrap these up real quick and get them in the freezer. Okay, 10 breakfast sandwiches and 10 omelets ready for the freezer. Really, the amount of time it took me was about what I would spend on making one breakfast and then just putting it together.